Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be attempting to derive Tanjiro from a circle. Okay, so first I'm going to start by drawing like a quarter of a circle. Wait, that's not right. I'll draw it better. It's hard to draw with a camera in my hand, but okay, yeah. So we're going to draw a radius from the center to one of the points on the diameter. We're going to call the angle between this Jiro. Okay, we're going to call that Jiro. If this angle is Jiro, this would mean this length from the origin to this point over here would be cos Jiro, and this length over here would be sin Jiro. Okay, so now we draw a tangent from this point where this is 90 degrees, and we have a line, another line that is perpendicular to this line, and the point at which the tangent meets the radius and this point is what we're trying to find. It's tan Jiro. Okay, this is Tanjiro. So what we do first is that we find the equation of this line over here and find the x-intercept, and we minus that from cos Jiro. That squared plus sin Jiro squared should equal tan Jiro squared, and we should just be able to simplify that. So the equation of this line is just going to be y equals sin Jiro over cos Jiro x, and the equation of this line should just be let me just write it down, y minus y1, which is going to be sin Jiro, equals the gradient, which is -1 divided by the gradient of this line, which is the radius to the point on the diameter, which would just be minus cos Jiro over sin Jiro multiplied by x minus the x coordinate, which is cos Jiro. Okay, so now we have the equation. What we can do is that we can just set y equal to 0, because the point where it intersects the x-axis is where y equals 0. So then we can just simplify this to find the x-coordinate at where it intercepts the x-axis. So that if we just take this to the other side, it should just be sin squared Jiro over cos Jiro. Yeah, cos Jiro is plus cos Jiro is equal to x, and that means that this whole point, this whole line from the origin to the x-intercept is literally just equal to this, depending on what Jiro is. In this case, Jiro is the second half of Tanjiro, physically, not mathematically. And so now, because we just need to find the length from this point to that point, we just have to minus the whole length from cos Jiro, which is really self-explanatory because we just have to take out this term, and we get that the point from here to here is just equal to this. And then we square this, because this is a right angle triangle, and we add it to sin Jiro squared, and this should be by the Pythagorean theorem, it should just be equal to Tanjiro squared. Tanjiro squared. Okay, so now we need to find Tanjiro without this square, because we don't want two top halves and one bottom half, otherwise you'd have 4 arms, and we only want Tanjiro to have 2. Okay, so now if we can just simplify all of this and then square both of the sides, we should be just able to find the top and bottom half of Tanjiro. That is, once again, physically, not mathematically. So we just add these terms together, which should just be sin 4 Jiro plus sin squared Jiro, cos squared Jiro, all divided by cos squared Jiro. Cos squared Jiro equal to tan squared Jiro. Okay, so now we can factor out sin squared Jiro. So that would just be sin squared Jiro times by sin squared Jiro plus cos squared Jiro. All over cos squared Jiro. Cos squared Jiro equaling tan Jiro. Tan squared Jiro. Now, I don't know if you can see over here, but sin squared Jiro plus cos squared Jiro is just this triangle over here, where this is 90 degrees, and this is cos squared. I mean, this is just cos Jiro, and this is sin Jiro. And I'm assuming over here that the radius is 1, so technically, cos squared Jiro plus sin squared Jiro equals 1. Well, technically it's not 1, it's 1 squared, but 1 squared is literally the same thing as 1, so now we have confirmed that cos squared Jiro plus tan squared Jiro, plus sin squared Jiro is 1, because these two lengths, they're perpendicular to each other, and we have an hypotenuse. So that means the Pythagoras theorem. Cos squared Jiro plus sin squared Jiro equals 1 squared, which is just 1. So we can just replace sin squared Jiro plus cos squared Jiro with 1. And that would just mean that the top half of the fraction is just sin squared Jiro, because anything multiplied by 1 is just itself, so I can just rewrite 1 over there and rewrite the whole fraction as just sin squared Jiro over cos squared Jiro, or sin Jiro squared or cos Jiro squared. You can say it either way, equal to tan Jiro squared. And then I can just square root both sides. We don't want Tanjiro to have 4 arms. He's not a demon, he's a demon slayer. So sin Jiro over cos Jiro equals tan Jiro.